Hey, good afternoon. I am live. That's awesome. How are you today? I am I'm doing good. It's a little cloudy and kind of dreary here today. I am Mary Lou Foster and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Northeast Texas, Sulphur Springs. And today, alrighty. How about that? I was able to find it so I can see. Be the first to comment. If you comment that you are watching, I will be able to acknowledge you. So I'm so excited. Today we've got so much to talk about. The new January to April mini catalog went live yesterday. If you are one of my customers and have ordered from me in the probably last year, maybe a little longer, I'm a little generous. You should have gotten a catalog in the mail. If not, and you want one, comment that you would like a catalog, and we'll make that happen. I can mail it to you, I can deliver it to you. Also, in addition to the mini catalog, the new Sale-a-bration brochure launched yesterday. And you're saying, so what's Sale-a-bration? Nearly every year for January and February, Stampin' Up! Offers this opportunity to earn free products. With every $50 purchase, you can choose something for free. And this brochure is the little catalog. It's all online. Those of us who are older tend to like the paper catalogs. If you're like me, you look through it 100 times, if not more. As you can see, I have tabs. I have pages turned down. And I haven't done that to this yet, but I did start writing in it. I don't know if this is the one I have written in, how many packages of everything I've gotten so far. Because as a demonstrator, we get to see this, do a pre-order so that we can have products available, samples available to kind of show you what's coming and then to entice you to shop. Because after all, that's what keeps us going. I just love what I do. So what I thought I would do today is we could take a real quick peek at what you can earn for free. Today we're going to be using the Watercolor Melon stamp set. And that's one of the items that you can earn for free. It's on page 4. I can show you the inside of the catalog now. Whew, man, that's hard to talk about stuff and not be able to show it to you. So we're going to make a card today using this free. I didn't think that I really cared for it, but y'all, I live in the South, and watermelon is kind of a icon. Maybe not so much for Texas as it is further over in Georgia, Mississippi, over that direction, but trust me, we eat our share. I don't have the Sunny Days paper yet, but I do have this gorgeous light and airy paper, and I was going to show you a card that I made that just isolated one of these really pretty birds. I have these really nice display boards. This is the front and the back, or the A side and B side of the papers. Birds, flight and airy. I like sometimes what they do with the their terminology. I did spell that word correctly. On my little display board, these are the colors it coordinates with, and you can see there are 12 colors that coordinate with this paper. And like I said, this was one that I made just a little while ago, in fact, that I used a die to cut out to isolate. Of course, I can't really show you the full sheet of paper, and the little picture they have here in the corner, it does a little bit better job. But if you like birds, especially kind of the sweet bluebird of happiness, then I think you will like that paper. I don't have the Cradled in Love. Not really, don't need the baby stuff. Kind of think I probably won't get that. I will just keep getting. I do have this beautiful Pool Party crinkle ribbon Let me pull it out of my rack. Usually our ribbon is like $8 and $9 a roll. So this is a great bargain. It's going to be that soft crinkle, easy to work with. It is maybe an inch wide. Does it tell me? I'm reading in all these languages. 5/8 of an inch. So it'll tie nice bows. I can guarantee you that. Then we move over to the softly stippled paper. I do have a display board of that. And I do have a card that we're going to make in the card class this month. It uses the softly stippled paper, the free embossing folder, and the free stamps. Now, these are at a $100 level. So if you place an order that goes over $100, you can pick the softly sophisticated stamp set and embossing folder. So we're going to use both of those. These are kind of where you build your flower. You know, you'll stamp the leaves and then stamp your flowers. The sentiments and the font on these are kind of what everyone is really liking. It's softly stippled, so the colors are muted. There are 5 that it coordinates with. Do you know what I have found sometimes, even though it tells you it coordinates with these colors, we have so many awesome colors. There are other colors that look great with this, especially this sheet right here that is the Pebbled Path design. Also on this page, kind of hidden here in the crack, is a free package of faceted gems. These are a nice size. They're not real tall or thick whenever you put them on a card to mail. Coordinates with Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. And there are 2 different sizes. I did use them on another card. Let me see, where did I do with that card? Oh, I did. I used them on this card, the Pool Party, because I thought it looked pretty with those flowers. I could have used any of them. I could have used the Pecan Pie, probably not so much the Pool Party, but those will be a useful addition to your craft space. This paper, this is the free Valentine kind of paper. And at first I'm like, oh, I don't really like that, because what I saw first was this marbled gold, and it is a specialty paper, so it is shiny. So one side of the paper, that I guess the A side, is the side that is shiny and it's all gold. And then the other side is the real red and flirty flamingo. But that's where you've got your hearts. Yeah, and you have hearts in the gold on the gold side too. So this is going to be a very useful. It's 12 by 12, my favorite. I don't really care for the 6 by 6. It's too hard to do classes with those. But you've got a traditional plaid. This piece of plaid is not all squared and lined up. It is angled. So I did not make a mistake. This is the this is how it's printed on the paper itself, and then the other side is the marbly side. So that's a cool way to get some bling and Valentine's at the same time. So now we're to page 10. It's the Heartfelt Hellos, and this is a pretty useful set because it has a Mother's Day, what could be a Father's Day, just hello, love you more, Easter, and enjoy your day, which probably is birthday. So to earn a free stamp set that is useful for many occasions is very useful. Excuse me. I've not made a card with this one yet, but I have made a card with the trusty toolbox for my husband's birthday. Let me show you my inspiration board here. This is the front and backs of the papers, all heavily tulle, masculine. The colors, there are 6 of them, 2, 4, 6. Yep. Just kind of the masculine colors. Excuse me. Every time my heater comes on, I cough. But it's fun to mix and match. So I made this one where I could stick his, I gave him money. Excuse me. But yeah, it coordinates with the Trusty Tool Bundle, which I've not purchased yet in the mini catalog. So now these are a $50 option, and then the dies are the $100 options. So you would have to spend over $150 to get this bundle. I don't have it, probably will not get it. I'm not a big fan of the Jungle Pals. It's a personal thing, but there are people who have latched onto this. They love it. And, I see cute cards, but so far they've not convinced me that I need to own that. We already talked about the Softly Sophisticated, the stamp set and embossing folder. That's at the $100 level. And another $100 option is your detailed dogwood. Don't own this one yet, but it's on its way. We do have dogwood here on our property, so I really enjoy that around Easter time, because somehow or another those trees just kind of know when it's time to bloom. Now let's talk for a second about our join option. They always offer something during Sale-a-bration to kind of bump up our, I don't really want to call it demonstrator, because I don't want to scare people and think, oh, you got to do something in order to even become a member, I guess could be a way of looking at it. Kind of like a Sam's Club. For $99, you can choose $125 of product. And until the end of February, or while supplies last, you have the option of getting what they are calling the Glass Mat Studio. It's a $60 retail value. That's and we were able, as demonstrators, now there are many perks of being a demonstrator, to pre-order in order to show you. And trust me, it's glass, real live glass. So far, I've only dropped one thing on it that I went, oh, I hope I don't break my mat. It comes with a cleaning cloth. I guess when I took it out, it's drying around the edges, so I'm not sure about this. We're going to have to do some reading on that, but it works fabulously to clean your mat. And then it comes with what they are calling a silicone mat. This was the cleaning cloth. And then this is the silicone mat. It's waterproof, heat resistant, non-slip, multi-use. It has 4 palette squares. Our little Stampin' spots fit perfectly in those. And then if you do watercoloring or anything with extra ink, and you've got spaces to do that, I'm not a big artist kind of person, so I'm going to enjoy the mat for real. Here's what I like about the glass mat. Even though I have a brand new desk that is not bowed in the middle, sometimes my stamps, especially the photopolymer that you really are supposed to use the piercing mat under, I don't get a good image. But with this glass mat, you get awesome images. So I'm enjoying that option, that perk of these. There is another option for the join during Sale-a-bration. You can pick an additional $30 in free products. Say you don't want the glass mat, but it's not an either or. So for your $99, you can pick the $125 in products and add $30 to that. So that would be $155 in products for your $99, which includes shipping. So you have your choice of the 2 options. Some benefits: you get a 20% instant discount on your very first order as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That's just what we're called. I would love for you to join my team. We do things together. You get I try to recognize you. Everybody has a different reason for joining. Being what we call a happy shopper and enjoying the discount is the reason I joined, because I was ordering a lot of products, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll go ahead and do that and enjoy the discount. And then after you've spent $1,800, now that's before your 20% discount. You become Bronze Elite and you can earn 25% off your orders. Also during Sale-a-bration, they are having a host and earn. So if you would like to have a workshop and your workshop orders are at least $300, then you can choose an additional $30 worth of free products, either from the catalog or the online store. So that's 10% more. As it is, I don't have the little chart in here how much you earn regularly. Let's see if it's in this brochure. It is. So at $300, you get 12% in stamping rewards. Say your orders were $350, so you get 12% that you get to spend as your reward, plus another $30. Yes. So that's another 10%. That's a great thing. I would love to work with you on doing that. So those were the things I wanted to show you. We're not really going to go over the new products in the catalog. We're going to make a card because I wanted to show you how fun this is. I got this inspiration online. I forget who it was. I should write down these things. I make myself notes, but I didn't write that down. And what I liked is she used paper that's in the annual catalog. And this is the Lemon Lime Twist. I believe that's right. Which looks really good with Mossy Meadow because that's the color that we're going to stamp our watermelon. So after this video, I will post the supplies that I used. Couldn't do it ahead of time because they weren't available, but now they are. We're using Poppy Parade because after all, the insides of watermelon are red. One side is the gingham. The other side is a plaid. I had we made this in my card class last week, and sometimes the ladies like to use the other side of the paper, and that's great. It's their cards. They have their creativity that they can do what they want. But they decided, you know what, we really like that side better. They liked the gingham, but not as much as they liked the plaid. So I've layered the Lucky Lime on a piece of Poppy Parade. Then we are going to stamp our watermelon in Mossy Meadow. And the cool thing about this, we're going to punch it out with the modern oval punch. There is a stamp set in the new catalog, and this is where I can talk about that coordinates with this punch. Let me see if I have it marked because I've got it on my list. The Filled with Happiness on page 35. They're sized to use that punch. So the punch actually came out in the holiday mini. And I didn't buy the stamp set it coordinated with, but I bought the punch because punches are, to me, they save a lot of time. They are heavy, and some people have trouble holding them because they are heavy. And I haven't really been able to offer an option for them. Trying to put your cardstock in and leave it on the table doesn't work really well. They're getting better at it, though. I'm going to leave that open for a minute. I'm going to move it out of the way, though. So you can. And I almost didn't cut my paper wide enough. You just center it up in there and give it a punch. And you have your watermelon. So we'll move this out of the way. Then we're going to create our scene on the extra piece of basic white. And in the stamp set, there are leaves. There's the watermelon slice. There's the slice that someone took a bite out of. And then there are watermelon seeds. So we pretty much use all the stamps for this card because I'm going to use the leaves next. What I want to do is kind of eye up where I'm going to put my watermelon because I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. And then I think I'm going to do that in black. A little hello from me to you. I believe I stamped it in the Mossy Meadow originally. Get this one cleaned off. I like to use the Stampin' Chamois. For one thing, it doesn't take up quite as much space on my table. I used the scrubbing mat forever and a day. But, you know, it opens like this, and it takes up its space. All right, a little hello from me to you. I will probably use these for thank you notes. Then, you know, that extra piece of cardstock we had left after we punched out our watermelon, we are going to use that to stamp the watermelon slice. Get that out of the way. Come back. So the watermelon slice is 2 stamps. There's a stamp for the meat of the watermelon. I like to stamp it first. Everybody has their preference, and there's not a right nor wrong way. And then the rind is Mossy Meadow. And these are photopolymer stamps, so you can kind of see through. Where they're going to end up. And I didn't even have to stand up and get my head in the camera. And don't forget your watermelon seeds, because down here you can have watermelon seed spitting contest. I'm not very good at that. I really prefer the seedless. I guess because I'm lazy. Because I like seedless grapes too. Look at that. Okay, get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. You get to fussy cut. It takes about 2 seconds because this is a small little thing. Close to the edge as you prefer. I like to leave just a little edge. So, like I said, this is one of the free stamps that you can earn with a $50 order. I will put up the link for my online store as soon as I get through cutting. Where did my mouse go? There's my mouse. Shop with me. Ready? Now we can build our watermelon. I'm going to use some dimensionals, like I said. You could probably put it on flat, but I didn't like the way it looked on flat. This might be a time whenever the adhesive sheet would work great. I'm kind of a dimensionals fan. And I like to put, this is the stem end of the watermelon. It would work going this way also, but I like the look of it going to the right better. There is not a right and a wrong way. And I'm going to pop this left hand end on one dimensional. If you put it on both ends, then that piece is going to not lay correctly. If you want to put a glue dot under there, you could. So now you're ready to mount that on the front of your card. You could put this on dimensionals too. And I debated about that. Uh-oh. Oh, shooty. You know what? This card is going to become a sideways card. Because I was not paying attention to. No harm, no foul. It's just a different orientation. I can still use my black matte dots. And let's get this guy out of here. He thought he would. How about if we put it over closer? Here we go. Now, the question is, do we want it to go side to side or up and down? And there are two different sizes, so I believe I'll go ahead and use a small one on this side and a small one up here. Sure, how about that? Like I said, we just changed the orientation. Then on the inside, you can decorate it however you would like. I think what I may do is stamp another watermelon inside. And since it's a little hello, you didn't really have to put a sentiment in it. So that is a card using brand new stamp set that you can earn for free. Oh, the things you have to learn. Note to self, be sure and keep your pad. Right, what I was trying to do was take that off. So we have used the Watercolor Melon stamp set. And we have two orientations. How about that? All right, that was all I had for you today. I didn't want to take a whole lot of your time, but if you need a catalog, just contact me, just comment, email, text, message, call, and I'll get you one. Like I said, I will post the list of supplies used when I get finished. So in the meantime, have a really great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.